What up, guys? I'm glad you're back. It's your man in black, the Bad Wolf, the Mad Wolf, going at this once again. So, what is this particular video about? Well, of course I'm glad you asked. So, welcome to class. Time to get in that book. Alright, so, this particular video is about the DS4079. What is it? Well, I'm glad you asked. So the DS4079 is a request for the determination of possible loss of U.S. nationality. Now, beware. It does not say U.S. citizenship, it says U.S. nationality. So once again, for all those trolls that they're slinging the dirty S word out there, this is going to prove, once again, that there is no such thing as a sovereign citizen, but in fact, we are U.S. nationals or American nationals. All right. This is if you want to get rid of your U.S. national side. Now, I do not recommend this. However, there are some situations where this might apply to certain people, but once again, this is for getting rid of your U.S. national side. Until you do this, you will always have it, from the day you were born to the day you push up daisies. All right? So, you bought the country at that point in time. Excuse me. So, this is issued by the U.S. Department of State, Bureau of Consular Affairs, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we are going to hit some key points. So, let's go. The response you provide to the questions on this form will be used in determining your nationality or nationalities and possible loss of U.S. nationality. So there is a U.S. nationality. Boom. There you go. Booyakasha. All right. A person claiming loss of U.S. nationality must establish by a predominance or evidence that he or she is a U.S. citizen. What's that, troll? Why are you so quiet? Why so glum, chum? That a U.S. citizen who performed an expatriation act voluntarily and with the intent to relinquish the U.S. nationality. So not the U.S. citizen side, you still got that. So you can still be here operating just solely as a U.S. citizen. If you want to get rid of your constitutional side, they're saying you're more than welcome. Bing. All right. So, but before, you can do this before the Department of State, but before that, before they can approve the certificate of loss of nationality for that person. You may wish to consult an attorney before completing and submitting this form. Please read the instructions, blase, blase. Okay, now I'm not an attorney, I'm not a lawyer, could be considered an attorney in fact, but if you want legal advice, go elsewhere. You probably shouldn't be on this channel anyway, because this is for U.S. nationals. Okay, moving on, now that they're gone, let's dig deeper. So essentially, guys, there might be some situations where you want to get rid of this if you're out and abroad or you're here and you just don't want that side. Or you just, for whatever reason, decide you don't want that private side and you want to exist just as a U.S. national, or U.S. citizen, excuse me. You can do that. I wouldn't, and I wouldn't recommend it, but if that's your choice, then that's your choice. Okay, so here they're just going to ask you basically, okay, so it says evidence of your U.S. nationality and identity. Boy, I hope the trolls watch this one and post it. That would be nice, but no. They want to post other ones and talk smack. Alright, so anyway, it goes, this may consist of a U.S. passport, a U.S. passport card, consular report of birth abroad, naturalization certificate, certificate of citizenship, or timely filed U.S. birth certificate for other forms, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So apparently you can use those things to prove your nationality. Okay, it didn't say to prove your citizenship, it said your nationality. Those are two different things. Alright, so going on. I'm not going to read all of this. They just ask if you've taken any other allegiances to any other countries or whatever, nations. Okay, here. 16. It says, oath of renunciation of a U.S. national. Okay, so if you've answered answered that you have taken a formal oath of renunciation of U.S. nationality, include the date and place. So they want to know where you did this at. Okay, for proof, to back it up. Got to put it in the little files. All right, so for those people who don't know, you can take an oath at any point in time in front of any official person, federal, clothed in office, notary, whatever else, and submit that if you want to leave, actually either a U.S. citizen or a U.S. national. You can get rid of either by that. Now, the U.S. national is free to do, because it's really just you, and we don't have a de jure American government right now, we have a federal government. But if you do the U.S. citizen officially, well, you can do that by oath. But if you want the out, meaning their way, then it does take or cost like $10,000 or $15,000 to do that. So totally worth it. Though, once again, you can just do it by taking an oath that you are no longer doing this, and you're swearing oath to United States of America or this, that, or the other, just some other country, a nation in front of people. Okay. All right. So let's go on. Asking stuff about, were you ever in any other armed forces? Don't sign this until you're in before a administering person, basically somebody who can vouch that they've seen you do this. All right, so here's the form. And once again, we've got, if not born in the United States, did you acquire citizenship by birth outside the United States? Okay, so now you get to check 2 boxes. But what do the boxes say? I acquired U.S. nationality at birth abroad to a U.S. national parent or parents. Why don't these people ever watch all these other videos? You know why? Because they're clickbaiting people and they want to have somebody to throw negative things at. When if they read this would shut their whole channel down, and they're trying to make a little money off of their fellow little morons out there who don't want to watch this stuff. So go ahead, keep making me famous. I appreciate you. So, I acquired U.S. nationality at birth, by birth abroad to a U.S. national parent. It doesn't say U.S. citizen. There's a difference. It says, I acquired U.S. nationality at some point after birth through naturalization, because you can be naturalized here in the United States of America. There it is. Okay? So, city, state, and name of court or U.S. Immigration Field Office that issued either your certificate of naturalization or your certificate of citizenship. Okay, so just more information here. Here, I like number 7. It's such an odd question, but it makes sense to me and to them, but the average person, When did you learn that you were a U.S. national? Why do they want to know when you knew the difference between a U.S. national and a U.S. citizen? Go ahead, I'll wait. Hopefully the trolls trickle in or just walk past and can see this. And I'm going to reiterate this in just a moment in case they're walking in. And now, when did you learn that you were a U.S. national? They want to know how you figured out the great secret. And it's really not a secret. It's on all their paperwork. They put it right in front of your faces. Go onto the insurance marketplace or whatever. It'll say on there, are you a U.S. citizen or are you a U.S. national? See, they can't hide it because those are the 2 statuses. And matter of fact, for those S-slinging words people out there, you couldn't be a U.S. citizen if you weren't already a U.S. national. Well, let me say this correctly. You can, no, it's true, because here's the thing. If you were born in Washington, D.C., you are a national of Washington, D.C. You're a national of Washington, D.C. You can become a citizen of Washington, D.C., which is done at birth through the 14th Amendment under the guise of the birth certificate. It's a federal document. That's what and your Social Security are applications to being a citizen of the United States, which is a corporation located in Washington, D.C. But for those people who are born here, we know through the codes that it states that all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, but not all U.S. nationals are U.S. citizens. What is that code? 8 USC 1101 22B. Read it and weep, suckers. All right, so there you guys have it. Once again, if you guys want to do it, you can, but make sure no matter which way you guys go, which, like I said, this one does not say for U.S. citizenship. It just says for U.S. nationality, okay? So be careful which forms you use. Be careful which ones you are saying you want to get rid of, because if you just say, yeah, I want to get rid of all of it or whatever, then you can be stateless. So once again, do not renunciate until you have everything in place. Otherwise, you might find that some of your accounts might go down or things might get closed or whatever else, and you don't want to do that, because getting back in, it's skin to win. All right? So that's about it, guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay wise, stay woke, stay aware. Don't forget to support this channel. Hit the bell, like, subscribe icon or something like that on the way out. Bling, bling. And I'll talk to you guys later. More stuff to come.